Sitting on the line on the phone. Testing. Bet. Right. Shalom, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Since 1969, we have been teaching the truth about the Bible. The truth is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, Latinos, West Indians, or I should say so-called, are the chosen people of God. There is no other truth on this earth but one West. It has been brought out multiple times. It's being brought out more. If you are not one West, you are not in the truth. Today we're going to be doing our Sabbath service as we do it every week. 49 verses in the Hebrew, 49 verses in the English. Today we'll be going over the book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 8 through chapter 12, verse 47. Basically, we're pretty much past the plagues. We're getting into the death of the firstborns, or the unaliving of the firstborn. One of my favorite stories that should be kept throughout all generations. With that, Kudash, you got anything you want to
add? Basically, man, pay attention to class right now. Pay attention to get your notes together, get your precepts together, because we're going to dive into basically who you are and what you was brought out of Egypt for.
Right. With that, Michael, just me and the brother Bill.
Which means to Israel. So,
Everybody rise. You want to face the east? So. All right. So we're going to be going over the prayers in the Hebrew and in the English, starting with the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kudash.
Kudash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Malak Wata. Taba'a. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathan Lanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa. Kawawaf Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kawawaf Ginawa. Wala'a. Kawaya Anawa. Banasaya one, Abal, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha Alam, Waha Tapa Araf, La Awalunium, what selected? La Awalunium, Aman, in English.
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Let's say be thy name, Yahweh.
Be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come.
Thy
will be done. On earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Amen. This is a cock the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanawa.
Hakak.
Lakak.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lord Pa'ah.
Lord Pa'ah.
Kalmak Allah.
Kalmak Allah.
Makal Malawa.
Makal Allah.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamata Zariah.
Hamata Zariah.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Laquayim.
Laquayim.
Hamakim.
Hamakim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al-Raka Awak.
Al-Raka Awak.
Hakuma Allah.
Hakuma
Allah. Shun.
Lagar Shun.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
The water.
Aman.
Aman.
In the English. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
Against unclean spirits.
Read it again.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
Against unclean spirits.
Read it again. You're skipping the power.
Oh, Salah. The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is blessed Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayasha'ala.
Wayasha'ala.
Waha.
Waha.
Baya.
Baya.
Saparium.
Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Skipping a part. What we just said was.
Oh, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanyah.
Ayanyah.
Mahoyim.
Mahoyim.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azoyah.
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 Mayan.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lewat.
Lewat.
Regarka.
Regarka.
Ayalawam.
Ayalawam.
Samarka.
Samarka. Hanan.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Galawam.
Galawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Ayashan.
Ayashan.
Salomar.
Salomar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Samarka.
Samarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Kazalka.
Zorka.
Al-Yad.
Ayad.
Yam-Yanka.
Yam-Yanka.
Galamam.
Yam-Yawam.
Basamash.
Basamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Wayala.
Ayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yasamarka.
Yashamar.
Makal.
Yakar.
Right.
Right.
Yasamar.
Yashamar.
Al-Dapashka.
Yashamar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yasamar.
Yashamar.
Tala'aka.
Kazak.
Wa'aka.
Wala'aka.
Wa'ata.
Wayata.
Wa'ait.
Wayat.
Aywalam.
Ayala. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
For whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
But
y'all know y'all can pray. Y'all can say it too, right? All right, repeat it.
from whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help coming from the Lord,
which made the heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will keep thee, will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is
The
thy
Lord
keeper.
is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahai,
Al Dama Yalaka.
Al WLK,
Al Tata Arash.
Al Tuska Harash,
But all Tata Quat.
the Raw Tuska Quat,
All.
Al
Kayahana.
Kaya Yahana,
Owayabyaka.
Ayabika,
Yahamaya 1.
Yahayaman,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ah,
Al Imaka.
Abika,
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Ayaraba,
Sawadah.
Shawata,
Wata.
Wata,
Yatazawa. Al
Yatazawa,
Taza Pawanyaka.
Atrazi,
Amarwa.
Amor,
Lakawa.
Lagawa,
Malakakila.
Walakam,
Magaya.
Bakari,
Wala
Wala,
Yazakar.
Yasakor,
Shala. I would die.
I would die.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Now what I talk about?
Now when I talk
Laba.
about Laba,
Yakadba.
Lakadba,
Alyaka.
Ayaka,
Maria.
Baya,
Dr. Rothwell.
Dayabaka,
Ahoya.
Avoy,
Alawam.
Alabak,
Why?
Wa,
Yashima.
Wasaba,
Alawim.
Alaya,
Mawaba.
Wala,
Lagarium.
Wakaya,
Gabal.
Gaba,
Wama 1.
Wala,
Wama
Walaba,
Halashaf.
Pasha,
I'm Yashabi.
Alisab,
Tazawar.
Tazawar,
Namashawar.
Abatawar,
Nalawa.
Alawa,
Amam.
Abba,
Hayawa.
Ayawa,
Zarawa.
Ayawa,
Gabunya.
Abanya,
Lawat.
Lawa,
Salah.
Salah,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Lahum.
Laha,
Kamada.
Kabay,
Kasaya.
Basiya,
Sara'ah.
Yabga,
Yabyan.
Bayabya,
Banakal.
Malaka,
Yash1.
Yasuma,
Nashamawa.
Yashabawa,
Kasaya.
Kasaya,
Sara'ah.
Sarah,
Yabyan.
Kayabya,
Banakal.
Malaka,
Yash1.
Yaswa,
Nashamadwa.
Yashabla,
Ba'ayan.
Bayaya,
Da'ara.
Yawara,
Hayawa.
Yayawa,
Gaman.
Yaba,
La Dama.
Alaba,
Shayatamwa.
Shaya, Tabwa,
Nada.
Gada,
Yamawa.
Galawa,
Karab.
Hayawa,
Kazabu.
Kazahaba,
Kazabak.
Kazahaba,
Kazalmanai.
Kazalorba,
Call Dr. Yakanwa.
Kayasqualma,
Ashar.
Ashur,
Amarwa.
Abor,
Narasha.
Abasha,
Nanawa.
Yalawa,
Ah. Nawa.
Ayawa,
Alahayam.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Ayaha,
Shayatamwa.
Shaya, Tabwa,
Kagargala.
Gargala,
Kakwash.
Kakwash,
Gapunya.
Kapanya,
Rabka'ah.
Babaka,
Ka'ash.
Kaash,
Taba'ira.
Daba Ira,
Ira.
Ira,
Why?
Wa,
Kalahaba.
Kayaba,
Kalahat.
Layaha,
Haryam.
Layaha,
Kun.
Ka,
Sardapma.
Alaba,
Basta Irika.
Basa, Ira,
Wabasa.
Bayasa,
Wapaka.
Wekpaka,
Tabahalam.
Daba Yaha,
Mala'ah.
Yaliha,
Panyahum.
Payaha,
Palawan.
Kayawa,
Waya.
Waya,
Makwashwa.
Laquash,
Shamka.
Shaka,
Yahawa.
Yahaw,
Yabashwa.
Labasa,
Waya.
Waya,
Bahawa.
Lahaw,
Ai.
Aikala,
Waya.
Aya,
Kaparwa.
Yapar,
Waya.
Waya,
Abadwa.
Abad,
Waya.
Waya,
Da'awa.
Layawa,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Ata.
Lata,
Shamka.
Saka,
Yahawa.
Yahaw,
Labadka.
Labat,
Aluwan.
Ayawa,
Alkal.
Alka,
Ha'aratazah.
Harataza. Psalms 83 in the Aegis. Keep not thy silence, O God,
Keep not thy silence, O God.
and hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O
And
God,
be not still, O God.
for lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult.
and they have hated thee, have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones,
And consulted against thy hidden one.
and have said,
They have said,
come,
come
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
for being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may no longer be in remembrance,
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance. For thou have consulted, for they have consulted together with one consult,
For they have consulted together with one consent.
with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Cabal,
Gabal
Gabal, and Ab,
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines
the Philistines
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur
Assur
is joined with them.
also is joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them. They have harped the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Shelah,
Salah.
do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto Shasur,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kasar,
at the brook of Kasan,
which has perished at Adur.
which perished at Endor.
They have become dung of the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make the nobles like Oreb
and like Zaid.
and like Zaid.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes like Zabah,
all the princes as Zabah
and as Zabudah,
and as Zamunya,
who said, let us take to Salah. Let us take us,
nope.
who has said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession.
Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the
as
wind,
the stubble before the wind,
as the fire that burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy sword.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they might seek thy name, O Lord,
that they may seek thy name, O Lord,
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded
And troubled.
and troubled
Forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish.
That man may know.
That men may know
That
thou
whose name alone
is
is Yahweh.
Yahweh
Or the Most High.
or the Most High
Over all the
over
earth.
all the earth. This is the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Ma'aka Allah?
Why Yahweh?
Why Allahayim?
Why Lahayim?
Matzadad Ya'ah?
Why
Alawak Yahana?
Alawak Yahweh.
Alawakam?
Alawak
Hasaranyam?
Yahweh.
Hakwatas Yanyam?
Akwata Yahweh.
Hakaka Salaki. Haka Yanyam?
Haka Yahweh.
Waha Afwakin?
Wata the
Yahweh?
Yahweh.
Ba'asham?
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai?
Ba'ashem.
The water?
The water.
Ahmad.
Abad. Blessed in the ages. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yahweh.
Commander General Yahana.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The troop.
The troopers.
And the sister.
And the sister.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you. So be it.
Thank you, so be it. So,
Oh, thank you.
You make me see. Since you hot, you cold. I'm burning up. That's crazy. Where we at?
11:8. Exodus 11:8.
Let me fill it in my Hebrew. All right, in Hebrew, we're gonna do Book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 8 through 12 and 4 in the Hebrew really quickly. We got to run through this class because we got somewhere to be. It's likely for the late start. Had some technical difficulties. Ryan Wadah, Kal, Abadayat, Allah, Aliyah, Waha Shaf, Kawawa, Laya, Laamar, Taza'ah, Atah, Rakal, Ha'ain, Ashar, Bara Galayat, Wa'a Karaya, Kun, Atazah, Wayataza'ah, Ma'ain, Para'ai, Bakaraya, Atazah, Wayamar, it's like verse 9, Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La'ah, Yashama'ai, Ali Yakam, Para'ai, Lama'ain, Rabawath, Mawa Patya, Ba'aratazah, Matazarium, verse 10, Wamasha, Waharan, Aishwa, Ata Kal, Hama Patyum, Ha'ala, Lapanyum, Para'ai, Waya Kazakh, Kazakwa, Salakia, Yahweh, Afla, Aflaba, Para'ai, Wala, what's like it? Yeah, Wala, Shalak, Af, Bunyam, Yashala, Ma'aratazawa, chapter 12, verse 1, Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, Wa'al, Aharan, Ba'aratazah, Matazarium, La'amar, verse 2, Hakadash, Hazah, Lakam, Ra'ash, Kadash Yum, Ra'ashawan, Hawa'ah, Lakam, Lakadash Yum, what's that? Hashanah, verse 3, Dariyah, Al, Kal, Aidath, Yashala, La'amar, Ba'ashar, Lakadash, Hazah, Waya Kakawa, Laham, Ayash, Shah, Labayath, Abath, Shah, Labayath, verse 4, last verse. Wa'aim, or Wa'am, Yama'ite, Habayath, Mahayath, Mashah, Walakwaka, Hawa'a, Washa Kanwa, yeah, Washa Kanwa, Hakwarab, Al, Bayathwa, Bama Kasaf, Napashaf, Ayash, Lapunya, Akawara, Dakayum, Al, Hasha. Matter of fact, yeah, was like brain freeze. Could you give me the book of Exodus chapter 11? We're gonna start at verse 8 and we'll go through 12 and 4.
Come. This is the book of Exodus chapter 11, verse 8.
Come on.
And all these thy servants shall come down unto me and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee, and after that I will go out. And we went out from Pharaoh in a great anger.
Read.
Verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt.
Why did the Lord put a spirit on Pharaoh for him not to hearken unto Moses? Anybody? Sis?
Because he wanted to make them know that he was the one true God. So he had to make it hard to where they would know that can't nobody else do what they were.
Give me a precept. To be honest, if you said it, you're exactly right. It's right in your face. Verse 9, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. That's what you just said. He just said it short. That's literally what he's saying. He said, hey, I'm going to harden this man's heart anyway. I'm going to put this spirit on this man. I'm going to harden his heart anyway because I want everybody to see what I can do.
Right.
That's what's about to happen in this place. You got to understand, when you're reading the Passover, when you're reading the book of Exodus, you're reading about what's happening now. This whole Bible is just a bunch of slaves. Ain't nothing new, ain't nothing, this ain't nothing make-believe. It's just a bunch of slaves. The same thing you are today was the same thing you were back then. Why are you a slave now? Because you refuse to listen to the Lord. Why are you a slave then? Because you refuse to listen to the Lord. Why come every captivity that's been on this earth, you've been in slavery and bondage in? Why? Because you refuse to listen to the Lord. Keep reading.
Verse 10. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh, and the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land.
Come on.
Chapter 12, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
Mm-hmm.
It shall be the first month of the first year to you.
Break that down. What month would be the first month? Not you. You don't answer no questions.
Oh, you looking at me?
Yeah. No questions. That's fire. That's fire. I'll break it down. Look. Okay. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Bible shot. I believe it's Deuteronomy 7:6. No,
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
y'all, what?
For thou art holy people unto the Lord thy God.
What does the word holy mean?
Separate.
Go back to chapter 12, verse 2 in Exodus.
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
This month shall be unto who?
To you,
Who is you?
Israel.
Why? You just read in Deuteronomy. The Lord chose us to be separate. Our months, our year does not start when everybody else's year starts. We gotta it's a sign back there and it gives you all the high holy days. I should have brought it up in here. Our months, our years start around springtime, around Passover time. That's when our months start. Everybody else in the world, their months start when? Or their years start when? in the middle of winter. Everybody else's day starts in the daytime. Our next day starts when? At nighttime, when the sun goes down. Everybody on the planet Earth celebrates Christmas. We celebrate the Feast of Dedication. Everybody celebrates Easter. We celebrate the Passover. So forth and so on. We are a separate people. The Lord is the Lord cares about you so much. He wanted you to be so different than anybody else. He did not want you to be the same. You're gonna go to school and everybody's gonna be celebrating what? Easter coming up. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be the only ones not celebrating Easter. Guess what you're doing? You're actually saving everybody's lives. There's not gonna be a school shooting at your school because you are in here. Understand it. There's gonna be a school shooting everywhere else except here.
Right.
You're gonna go to a Christian church, somebody's gonna shoot up a Christian church. They're never gonna shoot up this place.
Right.
I'm gonna go in the grocery store. I'm not worried about a shooter going to the grocery store. Why? Because I serve the Lord. That's what you gotta understand. Y'all young. You gonna go to school, everybody gonna be celebrating Valentine's Day. They're gonna be celebrating Easter. They're gonna be celebrating Thanksgiving. They're gonna be celebrating all these things, and all these kids gonna look at you like you lost your mind. And the only reason why they're safe in there is because you're in here. Keep reading.
It shall be the first month of the year to you.
That's for us. That's for us, not to everybody. That's for us. Keep reading.
Verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying.
Congregation of who?
The congregation of Israel.
Of who?
The congregation of Israel.
Read.
Saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb.
Break that down, y'all. One. Break down verse 4.
It means that everybody should get an equal portion of lamb according to the people that live in the house.
Okay, now let's say you got a lamb. It's only two of y'all, but there's 2 or 3 of y'all, right? Y'all got this big lamb. What do you do? Y'all got this big old lamb that you cannot finish.
Okay.
What do you do?
We spread it.
No, go ahead, Libra.
Cut it down and you eat it.
Nope. If you got a big, okay, put it like this. If you got a big old lamb, right, and it's huge, like it's y'all 5 up in the house. You got this lamb that can serve 10 people. What would you do? If you got a lamb that can serve 10 people and there's only 5 of y'all, what would you do? No, y'all gonna let them get it.
I would cut it. I would cut it. Then I can't boil it.
Okay.
So I would just cut it and cook it.
Okay. Now the pieces that you cook, don't tell him. He gonna get it. Trust me. The pieces that you cook and y'all can't eat enough of it. So let's say you got 5 portions left for another 5 people.
Oh, you throw it away.
You gonna throw it away? So you gonna waste 5? You gonna waste 5 pieces of food? What about the people next door? What would you do for the people next door that don't got no lamb? Come on.
Help them.
What? By helping them, what would you do?
Share.
Thank you, Yaguan. That's what you do. This scripture is about brotherhood. All throughout this Bible, this whole thing is about brotherhood. If my brother lacking something and I have it, what should I do? Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's my job. That's my brother. How you think Christ and the disciples fed 5,000 people? It wasn't magic. They didn't just pray to the Lord and he made a bunch of loaves. Right. No, it was a bunch of brothers noticing that they didn't have enough. And like, oh, I got some. By the time they were done, they had another 12 baskets. That's brotherhood. That's what this school is. You're gonna learn to share in here. What they say in school, sharing is caring. That's a real statement though. Brotherhood is everything. Brotherhood is important. If he don't have something and he called me, I got to give it to him. That's what I have to do. If I don't have something, I ask him for it and he got it, he got to give it to me. Just like that. And guess what? There's no strife in it. There's no if you're complaining about sharing something that you have with somebody else, that's a deal. We don't allow that in here. If I got it and you need it, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you the shirt off my back unless I got another shirt. Now I can cut off half of it and we just be walking around with half a shirt. But that's what we're gonna do. We both gonna have a shirt on. That's what we doing here. That's what this scripture is telling you. Read it again, Yaquan.
And if the household be too little for the lamb.
And if the household be too little for the lamb, I mean, it's a big old huge lamb. It's a huge lamb. And the household too little. We got this lamb, we can feed 15 people. But it's only 5 of us in here. Read.
Let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the soul.
They're gonna break that down. So this lamb can feed 15 people. It's 5 people in this house, it's 5 people in this house. They broke it down, they still got 5 pieces left. What they gonna do? They gonna go to the next house. Y'all still need some lamb? There you go. 15 people got fed off 1 lamb. That's how this works, young brother. You're gonna learn that through your time here. You're like, damn, this is what brotherhood really is about. It ain't, let me tell you something. This ain't magic. This ain't magic. You ain't gonna, the Lord is not gonna just give us the kingdom. It don't work like that. He don't sprinkle no dust on your head and you learn how to break down Psalms 83 or Psalms 121. You don't learn it. You learn that through practice and repetition. Well, what we're doing, we're practicing. I'm practicing brotherhood because I know the kingdom of heaven needs brotherhood to thrive. That's what y'all gonna learn up in here. Finish it off, Bible stuff.
Every man according to his eating shall make your count of the land.
That's it. I'm gonna go to this Hebrew. The book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 5 through 11. Shahah, Tamayam, Tazar, Abun, Shana, Yahaya, Lakam, Man, Hakabashayam, Waman, Ha'a Zayam, Takawa, verse 6. Salakia. Wahaya, Lakam, Lama Shamarat, Arabai, Aishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Hazar, Salaka Hata, Salaka, there you go. Ooh, had to get that out. Wasana, Atwa, Kal, Kwahal, Aidath, Yashala, Bayan, Harayam, verse 7, Walakwa, Man, Hadam, Halatanwa, Al Shakya, Hamazar Razaf, Wa'al, Hama Shakwa Ratazah, Al Habatayam, Ashar, Ya'akawawa, Atwa, Baham, verse 8, Wa'akawa, Ath, Habashar, Bayalala, Hazah, Tazarya, Ash, Wama Tazawa, Al, Mariam, Yasha Kaham, verse 9, Al, Ta'akoya, Manwa, Na'a, Wabashal, Mabashal, Mayam Kaya, Ama, Aliyah, Ash, Wa'asha, Al, Karakaya, Wa'al, Karawaba, verse 10, Wala'a, Tawa Salaka, Tawa Yarawa, Manwa, Aid, Bakar, Salaka. Wahanata, Manwa, Aid, Makwar, Maash, Yasha'a, verse 11, last verse, Wakaka, Ta'akawa, Atwa, Matan Yakam, Hagarayam, Wahagarium, like it, Naila Yakam, Bara Lakayam, Wama Kwalakam, Baya Dakam, Waya Akalayam, Atwa, Bahatazayam, Masan, it's like a Pasan, Hawa'a, Laha, Wa'a. Let's go. Verse 5. Come on, y'all want like
The book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 5.
mm-hmm.
Your lamb shall be without blemish.
Without what?
Without blemish.
Without what?
Without blemish.
If I wanted to go deeper, this is Christ. This is Christ in the latter days. This is Christ, the lamb without blemish. That's why he was raised on butter and honey. No problems, no sin, no guile in him. He was raised correctly. He was shown how to be a man of the Lord. Keep reading.
A male of the first year,
Keep reading.
ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. And ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
Come on.
Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two sides of the post and on the upper doorpost of the houses, wherein they shall eat it.
So right now we're showing you, okay, you unalive this goat, you eat it. You take the blood. You got a house. You got two side posts, you got a top post, just like your door. So you're going to rub the blood on the side post, and you're going to rub the blood on the top post. I'm going to show you why. Keep reading.
Verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread.
So now you got lamb in a taco.
Right.
You got a lamb taco. This,
Right.
this is what we eat today. This ain't nothing new. You got anything you want to add with us?
This basically what you was finna was so heavy is I already know what you finna go to.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the blood on the post. But basically, this is what our people eat on a daily. We was eating this then. It's just like getting a street taco. You
Right.
get some beef, you go in the corner, you spend a couple of dollars, you got your corner side of burrito or a corner side taco. You know?
Easy money. Keep reading.
And unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
Come on.
Verse 9. Eat not it raw.
Why does the Lord have to tell Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans not to eat something raw? Anybody? Come on.
Because it's unclean.
Okay, before that though, you gotta understand the law wasn't even given yet.
Right.
Moses ain't go up there right now. He ain't right down the commandments. He ain't right. Why does the Lord have to tell someone not to do something? Who was doing it? Come on, say it. Yes, she's exactly right. Give her the sister hand. Yeah, you know what you're talking about. Look, the only reason why he got to tell you not to eat it raw, because they was eating it raw.
Right.
That's what happened. That's why the Lord saying, what they do, you don't do. They celebrate Christmas, you don't celebrate Christmas. They eat it raw, you don't eat it raw. You cook it. Them people, them Africans out there, man, right now, they eating monkeys. I just saw a video last week, they eating real monkeys. What black person and they talking about we the same, what black person on the face of the earth walk around and say, I'm finna go eat this monkey? That's crazy. You see this thing swinging from limb to limb, tree to tree, you like, I'm finna eat that. You out your mind.
Right.
You are out your mind. No, mad cow disease is basically you feeding a cow another cow. Them people in Africa is eating people, and them people dying because they cannibals. Right. That's what they do. What person be like, hey, you know what? That boy look good. When you turn about 2 years, I'm gonna eat you. That's crazy talk. That's crazy.
And if I could,
come on.
What's even more crazy? I was just watching the other night. These heathens, how we can definitely know that these are not our people is you find them eating spiders. And,
crazy.
One of them got on there and had a whole hyena head. and was burning the skin, and whatever skin still had hair on it, but he was just ripping it apart with his teeth. And I'm like, there's no way we are Africans. You know?
No, it's no.
So, this is how you know that we are a holy people that set apart.
Right.
Because you're not going to find a black and a Hispanic or Native American cutting off a hyena's head and eating the hair and skin off this animal.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right.
Keep reading, Yahuwah.
Khan. Verse 9. Eat not of it raw.
Come on.
Nor son of all with water.
Come on.
But roast with fire.
Roast with what?
Roast with fire.
Yeah, cook that thing. Read.
His head with his legs, and with the pertinence of it.
Come on.
Verse 10. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until morning.
Right.
And that which remaineth of it until morning, ye shall burn with fire.
Yeah, this is just okay. This is how you notice the black book, and black people are like this all the time.
Right.
Hey, don't throw that food away.
Right.
You better put some water on that. That's a real. I'm not throwing up. He's telling you, okay, burn this up and eat it.
Right.
Do not eat it all. And if there's some left over, like fat or something, all right, it's fine. Throw that away. But this food, you gonna eat everything on that plate. I know this is what you get told, but I eat everything on my plate. I refuse to throw food away.
Right.
I don't have the luxury to throw food away. I'm eating everything. I'm getting fatter and fatter because I refuse to throw anything away my wife cooks.
Man.
Keep reading.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
And thus shall ye eat with your loin, so like with your loin girded,
Come on.
your shoes on your feet,
Come on.
and your staff in your hand.
He telling you, you ever seen somebody like we've been at camp before, or even right now, like when people in a rush, if you gotta run out the house, hey, I ain't got time to be sitting down here making no plate of food, sitting down eating. Nah, I'm eating it really fast. I gotta go somewhere. That's what's happening right now.
Right.
These brothers gotta go. These sisters gotta go. Israel gotta get out of the land of Goshen because what's about to happen is about to be crazy. And we know if we stay here, we finna get towed down. Come on, sir.
You're talking about the unleavened bread, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But come on.
It's just the rush into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why he said, "Hey man, eat with your loins clothed, have your staff in your hand, have your shoes on your feet."
You talking about for the next day?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he already it's getting up.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Hey, don't even waste your time trying to. What you getting to is the unleavened bread part. Don't even waste your time trying to bake this bread that takes a whole night to make. Right. We ain't doing none of that. You finna make it really quick. You all right, sir. I know what you're ready for. Was that the end of that? Keep reading.
I'm gonna start from the top. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and the staff in your hand.
Yep.
And ye shall eat it in haste.
In what?
In haste.
In what?
In haste.
Haste means fast, young brothers. Keep reading.
It is the Lord's Passover.
It is the Lord's Passover. I'm gonna do this in the Hebrew, the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 12 through 18. Waya Bana, Abaratazah, Matazarayum, Ha'alawanyum, Hazah, Wahakayah, Kal, Bakawawa, Baratazah, Matazarayum, Ma'idum, Wa'ara, like it. Alahaya, Matazarayum, Ayashub, Wa'ayum, Anya, Yahweh, verse 13, Wahaya, Hadam, Lakam, La'ath, Al, Habakyum, Ashar, Atham, Shum, Wara'ah, Yakyub, Ath, Hadam, Wapasah, Katyub, Alcom, Wala'ah, Yahaya, Bakam, Nagatazah, Lamashakaya, Baha Kadyub, Baratazah, Matazarium, verse 14, Wahaya, Hayawam, Hazah, Lakam, Laza Salakia, Lazah, Karawan, Waka Gatam, Atwa, Kaga, La Yahawa, La Rath Yakam, Kakwath, Iwalam, Daka Gaham, verse 15, Gawa, verse 15, Shaba'ith, Yamayum, Yum Slaki, Matazawaf, Ha'akawa, Aka, Bayawam, Hara Yum, like Dasha Bayaka, Ashar, Mabatayakam, Kaya, Kal, Akal, Hamatazah, Wana Kavata, Hanapash, Hawa'a, Mayashala, Mayawam, Hara Ashan, I, Yawam, Hashaba'aya, verse 16, Waba Yawam, Hara Ashawan, 18, Makura'ah, Quadash, Waba Yawam, Hashaba'aya, Makura'ah, Yaya, Lakam, Kal, Malakam, La'ah, Yayasha, Baham, Ak, Ashar, Yakal, Lakal, Napash, Hawa, Labanyam, Yaisha, Lakam, verse 17. Washa Marathum, Ath, Hamatazawath, Kaya, Ba Tazam, Hayawam, Hazah, Ath, Tazabawayakam, Maratazah, Matazorayum, Washa Marathum, Ath, Hayawam, Hazah, Ladar, Takam, Hakwath, Iwalam, verse 18, last verse, Bara Asham, Wa Matazah, Aishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Bara Bab, Ta'ar, Kawab, Matazath, Ait, Yawam, Ha'a Kadah, Ha'akad, Ha'akad, Wa'i Sharayum, Lakadash, Ba'ara. Come on, that one.
Come. There's the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast,
Mm-hmm.
and against all gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord.
Who are the guys of Egypt today, Yaquan? I just gave you that. Damn. Who are the guys of Egypt today?
What are the gods of Egypt?
Today. Who are the guys of Egypt? Question. Oh, okay. Where is Egypt?
In the Middle East.
Today, where is Egypt?
Oh, modern day Babylon.
What is modern day Babylon?
America.
Precept. Deuteronomy 28:68. Easy money. Bedrock UPK scripture. Egypt, you're in Egypt right now. Deuteronomy 28:68. You're in Egypt right now. We're gonna prove it. Right now, you are in the land of Egypt. This is why the Passover is so excellent. This is why the book of Exodus is so excellent. Because you can read it any time, in any captivity, understand you are in it. Read it.
There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into where again?
Into Egypt again.
Into where again?
To Egypt again.
Come on.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Read.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
No man shall redeem you. Go back to the top of 28:68. I want y'all to really, this is broken down to me, and you always skip over it, but I want you to really hit this part. Read it from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Shall bring who into Egypt again? Read it again. You go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Stop. Okay. Now, let's go a little deeper. Yeah, it's the Israelites. But who shall he bring into Egypt again? No. Who shall he bring into Egypt again? You say Israelites, but give me more specific. Come on.
His chosen people.
That's Israelites. Give me more specifics. It's deeper. It's deeper than just Israelites. The Lord shall bring who into Egypt again? Okay. Who? You're right. Who is he talking to? Come on, sis. Okay, but I want y'all not saying what I want you to say because it's got your brain ain't going there. Your brain not going there. He said, the Lord said, I'm gonna bring thee unto Egypt again. Okay, but give me more. What are you black, right? Read that part again. What? No.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Who was Moses talking to? Right. Okay. Oh, this is you. Slide. It's you.
Talking to
No, he's talking to us. He's talking to the same people in this damn room. He's talking to the same people that's brought him. He said, this is the reincarnation precept that people always skip over. The Lord shall bring who into Egypt again? You. Talking to you. You gonna be Moses on Mount Sinai, talking to a bunch of Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans.
Right.
He's saying, yo behind. You just know what you just went through in Egypt.
Right.
Don't worry about it. You're gonna keep sinning. You're gonna keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna send your behind back into Egypt again. You're gonna go through slavery and oppression again. You're gonna go through it. Because reincarnation is real, right? We know we keep coming back, right? That was all of us was out there like, oh my God. All of us was in the wilderness.
Right.
Every last single one of us was giving Moses a problem. Same way we give each other problems today. All of us had to die in the wilderness.
Right.
Then our kids had to come alive. Guess what? We came back and guess what we did? We sinned again. That's what we always do. Moses is telling these millions of people, I don't know how many people out there. I know it's 600,000 men, not including the children. So just imagine millions of people walking through. And Moses said, hey man, I'm gonna send y'all behind back. The Lord said, I'm gonna send thee back into Egypt again.
Right.
People always overlook that. Again, when you're reading this Bible, it's talking to you. It's you. Anything a sister going through in the Bible is you. Anything a brother going through the Bible is you. It is nobody else. It's you. That's how you can get a personal view of the Bible. Like, okay, this is what this brother went through. This is what I am going through. There's nothing you going through that's not in this Bible. There's no relationship problem you got that's not in this Bible. There's no problem you got at work that's not in this Bible. Come on.
That's how I came into the truth. Like when I finally realized that, the people of the Bible were actually us, that I have to own this book.
Yes.
In order for me to understand it, that's why right now it can't be so heavy, because I was like, okay, I couldn't answer the question because I was looking for another.
Right.
But it's actually why I came into the truth. It's talking about me.
That's literally what it is. This book, it's the Holy Bible. It's the separate Bible. It's for a separate group of people. We know who these separate group of people are because we live it every day. A white man can't break down the Bible to me. He don't live it.
Right.
I imagine, okay, so Lil Wayne lyrics. So everybody here listened to Lil Wayne before. Am I going to ask some Caucasian what is Lil Wayne talking about? Or I'm going to ask a black person what Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Why would I ask somebody who don't know the lifestyle this brother come from and the type of dangers and trauma he has endured in his life? Why would I ask somebody else about his traumas when I've lived it?
Right.
That's why I don't look to rappers to teach me anything spiritual. I live it already. You ain't got to teach me nothing. I'm trying to turn up. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach me that, white man, because you don't live this Bible. That's why a white person, they can't understand this Bible. That's why they think it's for everybody. It's not. It's not. And in their mind, it's not for everybody. It's for them. Right. They really think the Bible for them too. But every group on this earth cannot break down this Bible the way we can break down this Bible. You and I know, Moses is talking to us. You and I know we're the ones being led out of Egypt right now. That's what we know. They think, okay, it was just them, and then God just said, everybody can do this. No, this never happened. This whole Bible is about one group of people from the beginning to the end. You cannot show me in this Bible where it's talking about everybody. This Bible is talking about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Keep reading, Salaki.
Verse 13. And the blood shall be unto you for a token upon the houses where ye are.
Mm-hmm.
And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt.
I break this down every year, every time I get to here. This is the first drive-by ever recorded. It's literally, that's what it is. He's saying, hey, look, let me know you ride with me.
Right.
How do you gonna let me know that you with me? By putting this lamb blood across this door, across these posts. Now when I send my hitters through, because there are angels that's for that. That's what they're here to do. I believe in Ecclesiastes 39 and 28, I believe. Don't go through it. Don't quote me. But it says there'll be angels set for this, set to do the Lord's work. There are angels that just wants to unalive people. That's their job. It's just like there's some brothers in here who are good at woodwork. Some brothers in here good at doing the technical stuff on this computer. Some brothers good at Sabbath. Some brothers good at teaching the class. Some brothers good at holding Shamar. Everybody got a job. Well, the same thing as in heaven. Every angel has a job. There's some of them angels, their job is unalive folks. Well, he's sending his hitters through. He's sending them death angels through. I don't know how many it is, though. I don't know. I don't care. I just don't want to be on the opposite end of it. He's coming through. He said, hey, the only way I know you with me is if you put this blood on this, though. Come on now.
Psalm 78 and 49.
Please. And 49.
And 49.
Yep. Oh.
The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 49.
Mm-hmm.
He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence.
This is what we're talking about. The Lord already knew. Hey, I got some. You think you bad? You think your homeboy, your cousin bad? 'Cause he got a couple bodies? No. The Lord works. He got angels set out to do this. Say, look, man. I need everybody in the land of Goshen to know. Put this blood of this lamb on your door. If you do not do it, I'm gonna unalive your firstborn. Nobody in Egypt did it, except the people in the land of Goshen, except the Israelites. He unalived every firstborn. You can't even imagine it. Imagine your firstborn child die. You just wake up and they're dead. And then your next door neighbor, and then your next door neighbor, and then your next door neighbor, and then people cross the street, and then all the way up to the president of the United States, all the way down. Can you imagine that? You can't. You can't imagine it because you something like that. You can't imagine when one woman loses a child. Imagine when it's millions of them. Man, you know how much screaming and crying going on in this city? The whole earth hearing nothing but crying. You ever hear a woman cry? It's so loud. You ever heard a sister who lost a child? That's a cry you'll never forget it. If you ever hear it, you can't forget it. They break down to you, you'll never forget it. A parent should never lose a child. So imagine your firstborn, the one that you like. This is the first one I went through all this stuff with, and this child is dead. Man, the women they were going crazy. Keep reading.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
And this day shall be unto you for a memorial,
Yep.
and ye shall keep it a feast of the Lord throughout your generations.
This day I'm gonna allow all these people, you're gonna keep it as a feast. That's the Lord. You don't give a damn about nobody else. He say, man, I'm gonna kill all these people, but you better celebrate it.
Right.
You understand that? I mean, every year, I want you to realize and remember that I killed all these people for you. Right. That's a terrible man falls in the hands of. Keep reading.
Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
Come on.
Verse 15. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread.
Yep.
Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your house. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, the soul shall be cut off from his. The soul shall be cut off from Israel.
That's what you don't want. You're gonna give up the kingdom for some bread. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The craziest thing, because all right, so every year I always fly from LAX to the to wherever we do Passover. I fly back to LAX and I always catch the flyway to take me back to downtown LA. To the train station. Every time I get off the train station, Subway is just calling my name. And it's right. And I love Subway. But at that moment, I gotta fight it. But it's like, damn, that's the same. That's demon. That's a demon on me that wants me to eat leavened bread at that time. And I can't do it. But I never want a pizza. That damn want a pizza. Like that's it's crazy. Once you go, you're like, damn, why? You're gonna want chips.
Right.
You're gonna be like, I don't even eat this stuff throughout my time, but this week I really want it. That's a demon. You gonna feel it this year, trust me. Keep reading.
Verse 16. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation, and in the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation to you.
Yeah.
No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which even every man must eat, that only may be done of you. Verse 17. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this self same day have I brought armies out of the land of Egypt.
Come on.
Therefore ye shall observe this day in the generation by an ordinance forever.
For a week.
Forever.
For a couple months.
Forever.
A few years.
Forever.
You're gonna pass it down. You're gonna pass it down. You're gonna do it every year. Then you're gonna pass away. You're gonna die. Then you're gonna come back on earth. And guess what? Because you kept it forever, when you come back, it's gonna be taught to you to keep it forever. And then you're gonna die again. And then guess what? You're gonna come back and you're gonna be doing it all over. This is a cycle, man. I'm not even gonna get into reincarnation, the spirit behind reincarnation, because reincarnation breaks the spell of death. It breaks the spell of sadness of death that people hold on for so long, that you need to go show up to this person burial site every year and and talk to them.
Right.
It breaks it, because here's what I know because of reincarnation. I'm gonna see this person again. I'm just not gonna see him now. And that's all right. Yeah, I'm sad. But guess what? There are people around me who are still alive that's gonna keep this. Come on.
So like, let's say we go to, like, how family members like to go to the cemetery, and are you inviting a demon when you go there? Like, are you inviting, like,
You're not invited. You have a demon on you already. Okay. What's the point? There's no point. What you're doing. Depression is a demon. Sadness is a demon. Pain, that's trauma, that's a demon. You can't let it go. That's a real demon. That's why some people need counsel, because they can't. That's why if a child gets, let's say, raped or sexually assaulted they become what that thing is. Right. That's a demon that's still on them. You have to go through counsel, or you should already just know reincarnation. Reincarnation has already been taught to you. You should go through the point of knowing, okay, this person is not here anymore. Right. This person is what other people are. Okay, let's say I pass away. Yeah, be sad for a moment, but Quadash still here. You still here. He's still here. All these brothers still here. You can't just be sad the whole time. That's a true demon on Black and Hispanic. We can't let somebody go. That's why they keep their urns and ashes on for what? That doesn't. Oh, this is my grandmother. She's still here. I seen grandma in a dream. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. She's not talking to you in a dream. That's just a vision you had, but that's nothing that's legit. Oh, grandma told me somebody was pregnant. And no, she's pregnant because she's having sex. That's why she's pregnant. She's not, it's not, oh, I saw a fish. And that's not how things work. Oh, go ahead.
And what's so heavy about what you saying, our people had that bad.
Right.
To where they'll say, what's real crazy, they'll say this person passed away, right?
Yeah. And
guess what? They got a spot in heaven right next for you to come.
What?
And grandma waiting on you at the gate.
I don't want to go in where she at.
And guess what? I almost thought I heard her voice in the kitchen this morning.
What?
No, you tripping.
You tripping.
You didn't hear nothing.
That's a demon.
That's a demon.
You sitting around here going to, first of all, you wasting gas, going to see this dead person every year. You ain't got no money for gas.
Right.
You want to go see this dead person every year on this day? Yeah, you might as well stop. They're not coming back. You can go over there and put flowers on the graveyard. Them flowers going to get rushed away in a couple of days anyway.
Just like that.
Come on, y'all.
How about the people with the urns in their living room? And all
Same
crazy
difference.
Word.
Is it unclean all the time?
Definitely unclean. Because that is the dead. That's like living amongst the dead. You know how you unclean for, I guess, a week.
Right.
You got a dead person in your house. You have that person who has urns and ashes. That's why it's not an Israelite custom. We don't burn our people. You're not supposed to. The only reason why Black people burn people is because Black people are poor. That's it. That's the only reason why we put you in them things to report, because we don't have enough money to bury you, because even dying costs money around here. Like, what?
That's like one thing that comes to mind, like, because in the Catholic Church, like, they for some reason have to bury somebody in the actual site in order for it to be like a sacrifice. So, like, let's say a so-called father or whatever they call him, priest, dies, they bury him in the actual church underneath it.
I did not know that. And what does that do?
It's just supposed to be like the ritual they have, like, on the Vatican, they bury all the popes underneath
I did not know that.
The Vatican.
That's okay.
Is that like that goat supposed to be?
That's a custom that this came up because
I don't know.
saying you're always unclean. That means that place is filthy.
Filthy. There you go. And they suck on little boys.
Right.
So they're definitely filthy.
If I may, these are the people that we look up to
Right.
to call themselves holy and leadership.
What we talking about? What we talking about, man? Yeah. What was that? What we at? Y'all going?
We were in
18.
Yeah, 18.
verse 18.
Yeah.
In the first month of the 14th day of the month at even ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at even.
All right, verse 19 through 26 in the Hebrew. I got to run through this. Like, yeah, we're on a time crunch. It's like we're starting late as well. Shabbat, Yamayan, Sha'ar, La'ah, Yamataza'ah, Bana Yakum, Kaya, Kal, Mahatazayah, Wanaka Rata, Hanapash, Hawa'ah, Ma'adath, Yasha'ala, Ba'ar, Wabatazara'ah, Ha'aratazah, verse 20, Kal, Maha Matazah, La'ah, Tha call ya, call was like you, but call Mawashah by the Yakum, Tha Kala, Matazawat, verse 21. Why cry with I, Mashah, Lakal, Zakwan Yub, Yasha'ala, why Amar, Alahum, Mashakawa, Wakwakar, Lakum, Tazaan, Lamosha Patan Yakum, Washahatawa, Hamasak, verse 22. Yeah, Hamasaka, verse 22. Wala Kwa Katum, Adaf, Awayab, Wataza Balathum, Badum, Ashar, Basap, Basapa, Waha Ga'aitum, Al Hama Shakwayum, Wa'al Shakyum, Hama Tazarayah, Mun, Mana, Adam, Ashar, Basap, Wa'atan, La'a, Tataza, Ayawash, Bawata, Bakwaza, Da, verse 23. Wabar, Yahweh, Lanapa, Af, Matazarayim, Wawa Hadam, Al, Hamakwa, Wa'al, Shatya, Habazariyah, Wasapa, Yahweh, Al, Hapanya, Wala'a, Yathan, Hamala Yaya, Laba'a, Al, Bata Yakum, Lana Gun, verse 24. Wash Marathum, Af, Hadabar, Hazar, Lakakwa, Lara, Wala Bunyawa, I Walam, verse 25. Wahayub, Kaya, Tabawa, Al, Hawaratazah, Ashar, Yathan, Yahweh, Lakum, Ka'ash, Ka'ashar, Dabar, Washa Rathum, Ha'abadah, Haza'ah, verse 26, last verse, Wahaya, Kaya, Ya Marwa, Ala Yakum, Bun Yakum, Ma'ah, Ha'abadah, Hatazah, Rathum, Lakum. Let's go. Verse 19. Like.
There's the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 19. 7 days shall there be no unleavened found in your house, for whosoever eateth that which is unleavened, even that soul shall be cut off from you. So like cut off from the congregation of Israel, where he be where he be a stranger or born in the land.
You gonna get cut off because you want to eat some bread. Yeah, you crazy. Keep reading.
Verse 20, ye shall eat nothing unleavened. In all your inhabitation shall ye eat unleavened bread.
Give me a word. It's a word I'm looking for right now that the Lord is looking for out of Israel. He's telling you for 7 days straight you can't eat leavened bread. Give me a word you must have to not eat leavened bread for 7 days straight. Say it again. Another word. You there? I need another word. Oh, there you go. You gotta have discipline. You got to have discipline. The only way to be in this school is through discipline. The only way to serve the Lord is through discipline, obedience. To be obedient, you got to have discipline. How can you say you love the Lord, you're doing everything he tells you not to do? You can't have sex with white women. You got to have some discipline. You can't be out here being with your woman on a rag. You got to have some type of discipline on you. You know what I'm saying? Can't be cheating on your woman with some whore you met at the club. You got to have some type of discipline. Young brothers, you're going to learn that. Trust me.
Can't be, if I may,
Yeah.
you can't be ordering toys and then,
Right.
you know, selling your wives and
On Tinder
and making OnlyFans pages.
and say you're a priest of God. You can't do that.
Exactly.
You can't tell me you're a priest of God and you out here ordering toys and they're disappearing.
Hey, you know what's so crazy?
Come on.
The disappear part.
The disappear part.
Made it disappear.
Where?
And I'm like, so what do you mean by that?
Where did it disappear to?
I don't know.
And you
Well,
know,
we do know.
when I saw it, it had different sizes, which was crazy. I'm like,
Right.
This dude is crazy.
Definitely.
No discipline. No discipline.
At all.
None. Even the Lord said you can't do any of that. You know what he does do? He goes and does it. So why he has no discipline? That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a bunch of people with no discipline. How can you serve the Lord? You're not obedient to him, but you're not disciplined enough, and you want to lead a group. Right. That's crazy to me.
If I may.
Come on.
Outside the UPK, under Commander Junior Holly, you're not serving them.
Come on. Read.
You're not.
So come, verse 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take your lamb according to the families and kill the Passover.
Come on.
Verse 22. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip. That's all I did. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip in it the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out of the door of his house until the morning.
Hey man, put this blood on his post, on his lintel, put it on these walls. Let me know. Do not go outside. If you go outside, you will be unalive.
Right.
There's no difference than black people telling their children, come inside this house when the street lights come on. This is the same thing over and over and over. You ain't getting you're not gonna get anything new in this book that you haven't already heard in your life or lived through. God is talking to you the same way you talk to your children. You know, it's funny. When you have parents, they say stuff, you get children, you start saying the same stuff. It's just what you do. It's what we do. So God is our Father. Everything you've ever said to your child, it's in His Bible. It's in His Bible. You tell your child don't go hang with them type of people, God has told you not to hang with them type of people. You tell your child, hey, come in this life before the street lights come on. God has told us, get inside this house before the street lights come on. There's nothing new. Hey, don't throw away that food. What did God tell us? Don't throw away this food. Hey, we got to eat this really quickly. Come on, we got to go. God telling us the same thing. It's no different. This Bible ain't new. Come on, sir.
I was gonna say too, that whole in that time period when they was eating the feast on unleavened bread, like real quick, you still see that today with Isupk and tortillas. You know what I'm saying?
Today.
Like they'll whip up some tortillas real quick before they have to get out there and go to work.
On their lunch. I did some roofing with the mall when I first moved to LA, and I used to be out there we used to be at work at 4:30 in the morning. Roofing 4 o'clock. We were roofing with the mall. They'd bring a little small little cooker.
Right.
And boop, 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 30, but they take actual 30-minute lunches, which is crazy to me. Like, y'all don't really work. Like, that working is crazy. My girl want to work now. Like, no. Like, stop. You got to slow down, Giacomo. You got to slow down, man. Like, you're making me look bad. But no, they used to really come with the cooker, the pressure cooker, They'll heat up the tortillas and they'll cook their little meat that they already got. They'll just warm it up, and we eat lunch, and they'll feed everybody. That's real brotherhood. Keep reading.
Verse 23.
Yeah.
For the Lord will pass through this. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians.
Smite the who?
Smite the Egyptians.
Come on.
And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your house and to smite you.
That's the Passover, everybody. That's the Passover. You had his blood on your door, this lamb without blemish, on your post, on your lintel. I'm going to make sure the destroyer, that's what he named him, the destroyer. He's coming to destroy things. He's going to make sure he passes by your home.
Right.
That's what he's going to make sure. Keep reading.
Verse 24. And ye shall observe these things for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 25. And it shall come to pass when that ye become to the land which the Lord will give you according to Salakia, according as he hath promised, that ye shall keep this service. Verse 26. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service?
Stop. For the rest of, for time's sake, I'll take it. I'm gonna do it all in English, and then I'm just gonna break it down because yeah, we gotta get out. So like so just go through 27 to 47. We're gonna finish it up. Bible shot.
27. That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people bowed the head and worshiped.
There's gonna come a time where there's gonna be a generation of children who did not see the Passover. Like right now, right? There's a time when our children, they're not gonna know what we went through. They're not gonna know the things we had, how life was when we was growing up. And you have to remind them, like, this is what happened. It's no different than at this time. He's saying, look, it's gonna be a generation of children that do not know the Passover. They did not see it. All the people who've been through it, they died off. Right. That's okay. But to keep it alive for them to remember it, we're gonna write it down. We're gonna make sure they know it happened. And this is what we're also gonna make sure with them. We're gonna tell them. We're gonna tell them yearly. This is what the Passover is. They're gonna ask you what the Passover is. You're gonna say, you're gonna tell them. You're gonna tell them exactly this. This is the day that the Lord unalived the firstborn of every Egyptian to make sure your behind stay alive. Right. That's what you do. You tell them that. The Lord is so righteous. The Lord loves you so much. And he unalived everybody over there for you. You can't even imagine that. And a father would do that for their children. A loving father would. I would happily go to prison with a smile on my face if that's what needs to be done. The Lord doesn't go to prison. The Lord is letting you know there's a difference between the Egyptians. There's a difference between the Hamites and the Israelites. I'm going to unalive all their firstborn, and I'm going to make sure you're okay. And look what happened after we got out of Egypt. Keep reading.
Verse 28. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
How did the children of Israel survive the plague of the destroyer coming through? Anybody? I usually ask a question right after we read a precept to let you know that the answer is in the precept that we just read. Read 28 again.
Yes.
And it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service?
Now, verse 28. Verse 28.
Come. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
How did the children of Israel survive the destroyer coming through Egypt? Look at that. Look how simple that was. You see how simple life can really be for you? Let me teach y'all something. You once was a person that did everything you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. Guess what? Your life was horrible. You're still feeling the effects of doing what the hell you want to do. Your life is horrible. You need somebody to tell you what to do. That's what One West is. It's a place of self-reflecting and realization. And you have to here's the realization. You're a dumbass. And that's all right. I'm a dumbass too. And that's okay. The school full of dumbasses who decided the life that they were living was not adequate enough for what they wanted out of life.
Right.
What I see in life is a bunch of people. I hear women at work, they be like, girl, I do what I want. Yeah, your life is horrible. Your life is horrible. That's why because you keep doing what you want to do.
Right.
You need somebody to tell you what to do. I'm a man. My life is horrible. My life is horrible. Dude, I don't know where I would be at today if I was not in this school. I'll be in somebody's prison. I can probably guarantee on federal charges. I can guarantee that.
Right.
If not that dead, or with 3-4 baby mamas and horrible, like my life would have been horrible. I realized I came to the realization I don't know what I'm doing. I can't do what I want to do. I do not have the discipline to do what I need to do. So I need somebody to tell me what to do. And guess what? It works out. It's okay. It's okay to be told what to do from time to time. What's wrong with it? Everybody, you go to work and get told what to do and you make money. Why don't you get told what to do and get the kingdom of heaven?
Right.
Keep reading.
Verse 29. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt. For the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeons, and all the firstborn of the cattle.
Okay. Keep reading.
Verse 30. And Pharaoh rose up at night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house whether there was not one dead. Verse 31. And he calleth off Moses and Aaron by night.
To lock, if I may, I want to go back to 29. And I always like the Bible with the little definitions and stuff in there because they give you some breakdowns that you can just look up on Google. So, Amenhotep II was the pharaoh of the Exodus, right? Now, this is actually one of the accounts that you can just find through history. The son who died would have been his eldest son. While no Egyptian records refer to this incident, a stela, which is a stone monument recording Pharaoh's dream of his successor, Thutmose the fourth, clearly states that he was not his father's eldest son. Thus, the chronological sequence of these earlier kings fits best with the biblical account. What do I bring that up for? This is actual history. People want to bring up the Bible and say the Bible's not real. You're crazy. Any historical any archaeological what are the people that look up historian? Any historian to go find people that are not here today, what do they do? What do they always reference? They reference the Bible. Smart people know the Bible is real. I don't give a damn how smart you think you are. If you don't believe in the Bible, there's something wrong with you. Because there's too many accounts of too many people that walk the earth in this Bible. Jesus Christ is written in books. He's literally written in books. During the Roman time, people do not believe that. He's written down. People don't understand. Pharaoh is written down. There are monuments, there are tablets, there are stones that are written down. You can go look it up. All the accounts of real people walking the earth. The kings of Israel are written down in Assyrian history. They're written down in Babylonian history. Everything that happened in this Bible was real. This is a history book. That's all it is. Do not think it's magic and all. Nope, it's just history book. It's giving you the past, it's giving you the present, and it's damn sure giving you the future. Keep reading. Slide.
Verse 31. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, rise up and get you forth from among the people, both ye and your children of Israel, and go. Serve the Lord as ye have said. Verse 32. Also take your flocks and your herds as ye have said, and go and be gone, and bless me also. Verse 33. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste.
Hey man, y'all have killed all my firstborns. Get out of here. Keep reading.
For they said, we be all dead men.
If y'all don't leave now, not only will you kill the firstborn, you're gonna kill us too. Y'all got to go. Come on.
Verse 34. And the people took their dough before it was leavened. Their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. Verse 35. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment.
Yeah, they borrowed it. Quotations. Hold that. Give me Psalms 105:37 real quick. When we left Egypt after this Exodus, we was rich. How do you think our kingdom was built up so great? All those riches we got from Egypt. Don't be mad about America getting all this money and getting rich and got gold and all that. Don't worry, it's all yours. All they're doing is heaping it up for you. That's in the Bible. They're heaping it up for you. Psalms 105:37. You got it? Come on.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 105, verse 7. So like in verse 37.
Yep.
He brought them forth also with silver and gold, and there was not one feeble person among their tribe.
Look at that. Everybody walked out of there from the newest infant to the oldest person. Shining. Gold and silver. New raiment. These people trying to get us out there so bad.
Right.
Hey, man, take it, man. Just take it. They live their whole life for these physical things, not knowing they finna give it all up anyway.
Right.
You finna give it all up. Go back to Exodus, unless you got some.
Okay.
Come on.
Verse 34.
Yeah.
And the people took their dough before it was leavened.
Verse 35.
Oh, so like
Not slack. Go to 36.
Verse 36. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians.
What does spoil mean, Yaquan?
Robbed.
No, we didn't rob them. We didn't rob them.
So like it, we
Give me that.
we took
We took it.
whatever we could.
We took it. Hey, give me that. Y'all don't need it no more. What you need it for? Your country is going down. Your kingdom is falling. You don't need none of that. Don't give it to me. My kingdom's got to get built up. So I need all this. I need everything you got. All right, we walking up in your house and bound and everything you got. We want it all. And we're owed it all from what you've been doing to us. And the Lord makes it so. Keep reading.
Verse 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men besides children.
Do you understand how many people this is? This is not including the kids. Some of them got 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, man. You know how many people walking? You can't even imagine all blacks and Hispanics just, yep, we out of America. You can't even fathom that, man.
Right.
Why do you think rank is so important? Why do you think this structure is so important? Because you're gonna be in control of 50 men and their families. It's just the men, including their families. So you don't know how many people that really is.
Right.
Imagine somebody 500. I mean, this 500 is in charge of 500 men and their families. He needs to rely on you 50s. That's his job. His job is to make sure we're okay to make his life a bit easier. I shouldn't have, if I'm gonna bring him 500, why do I gotta deal with 500 families when I can just give it to these 50s? I can break them down. I gotta do it all 500. I can break them down by 50. That's the point of the ranking system. 50, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 13,000. Then you got the shields. These 13,000, you're gonna break it down to the 10,000. The 10,000 is breaking down to the 5,000. 5,000 breaking down to the 1,000. 1,000 breaking down to 500. 500 breaking down to 50. That's how you lead a nation. This ranking system we got is in this Bible. We already read it anyway. This ranking system is in the Bible. You need it. Well, you think Moses is going to deal with everybody's problem? You can't deal with everybody's problem. Because what you deem as the problem is not really the problem anyway. A 50 should be able to handle that. Right. That's the problem that come up in this school that I do not have the answer for. So you know what I do? I just send them to Nazareth. You know what Nazareth do? You send them to Karate. You know what Karate do? You send them to Thought One. You know what Thought One do? Send them to Cap. You know what Cap do? Send them to the Jones. That's easy. Right. That's how this works. There's gonna be people coming to you. Somebody need this. Somebody need that. You have no idea how to help. Call me. Like, yeah, I don't know what to do. Call him. I don't know what to do. Call him. That's how we fix our problems here. 50.
Go get an answer.
You're 50. You're in charge of 50 men, 50 families. Can you understand it? For you to be that, I mean, you got to be in charge of yourself. You got to have some type of discipline for yourself. Your family got to be okay. You got to have discipline for your family. Because there's going to be other families that's going to need your help. You want to get your family straight and laid out. Everybody know this is the house of Quadash. This is the house of Yahweh. This is the house of Natazak. This is the house of Alatazak. We go outside, this is my house. My house is going to be taken care of. Let me fix their house. Let me fix their house the same way my house is fixed. I can't see my wife. Why? Because I got to fix their house. I can't see my child. Why? Because I got to make sure he can see his child. That's what I do it for. I'm doing it for me to see my child. My child's already good. I need to make sure that he can see his child. I need to make sure that she can take care of her child. My child's good. I'm 50. Now we're going to find it. That's how I go. Keep reading. You know what I mean?
Verse 38. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle.
Come on.
Verse 39. And they baked unleavened bread cakes of the dough which they brought forth out of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
For it was not unleavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry, neither they prepared for themselves any victual.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 40. Now they sojourn of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years.
God damn. That's a long time he's on. Keep reading.
Verse 41. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 year, even the self-same day, it came to pass that all the host of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 42. It is a night to be such observed unto the Lord for bringing them out from the land of Egypt.
Right.
This is that night of the Lord to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generation.
Come on.
Verse 43. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof.
Come on, man.
Verse 44.
When we are the Passover kingdom, they're not coming to the king. They're gonna know it's Passover, but they can't come up in our temples and eat with us. No, you know why? Because it's separate. Separate and not equal. That is a great shirt. I need one of those. Separate and not equal. You need to let everybody know, hey, we separate and we are not equal. We are better than you. And there's nothing wrong with it. I can't help it that I'm better than you. The Lord decided. Come on.
So are you basically saying that?
I'm not saying anything.
So are you basically saying that, like, at Passover, like, if somebody told us, oh yeah, we be cool and you don't really need to go there?
No. Okay. Who though? Who? You talking somebody that's not any person. I can't even him at Passover. I can't even know Chinese man at Passover. I can't even know white man at Passover. I can't even know what else? East Indian at Passover. Samoan, I can't eat with them at Passover. Why? Because the Passover is separate. The Passover is for you. It ain't for them. Why things that the Lord gives you, you should not give to anybody else. The Lord does not choose for everybody else to get what you get. You are separate. You are not equal to anybody. You're better than everybody. You're better. You gonna walk in school, you see all them blacks and Hispanics, you're like, damn, we better than everybody else. That's what you say. You can look at a black person that get on your nerves, guess what? You still look at him like, he's better than everybody out here too. Every Hispanic you see, he's better than everybody else out here too. He can eat with me at Passover. This is my brother. This is my friend. This is my neighbor. If I got this big old lamb, this lamb that feeds 15 people,
right,
and his brother needs some food, I'm gonna give it to him. Why? Because he's separate from everybody else, just like I'm separate from everybody else. Right. He's not equal to nobody. Nobody besides blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans can eat Passover with you. That's how separate it is. That's how holy it is. Don't let nobody get into nothing that's yours. And you're gonna grow up, you're gonna see, and you're gonna start to realize there's always a problem when we want to do something for ourselves. If everybody, if all the white people who have that little golf clubs and be on them yachts and boats and they hang out with each other, fellowship with each other, whatever the hell they do, I don't know what they do. All of the parties they have, ain't no black people though. Ain't no black people though. You only there to serve food, and that's okay. That's okay. But guess what? When you want to do that, when you want to hang out at your club, when you want to come to your school, when you want to hang with your friends, it's always going to be a Caucasian that's going to walk up. Because there's a problem. It's going to be a problem. But you need to know the Lord wants it that way. The Lord wants you to have what's yours. It doesn't want anybody else to get it. You can't be a little selfish. I understand you ain't got to give up everything. You know what I'm saying? It's yours. The Lord got you out of Egypt. You ain't get nobody else out of Egypt. The Lord killed everybody for you. After this, you're gonna read about how we got the land of Israel. We went to war, and we unalived everybody over there. All them Canaanites, all them Africans, we unalived everybody. The Lord said, "You know what? I want you to unalive this whole city, this whole nation of people, just so you can get that land." That's how special the Lord is. That's how special He thinks you are. Separate but not equal. You read. I don't know where we at. Where we at?
45.
What? You sure?
45, yeah.
No, we're not.
Verse 40.
44.
Okay.
44.
But every man's servant that is bought with money, so like it. For every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof.
He can't eat unless he even circumcised anyway. Verse 45.
Verse 45. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof.
Read that part again.
A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof.
A foreigner. All these nations are foreigners. Keep reading.
Verse 46. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out of the forth out of flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof.
Come on.
Verse 47. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it.
Some of the congregation.
All of the congregation shall keep
just
it.
A few of us.
All the congregation of Israel shall keep it.
All the congregation of Israel shall keep this Passover ordinance. You're gonna go to Passover. You're gonna eat. You're gonna eat. You're gonna eat. You're gonna eat. You're gonna drink the wine. You're gonna eat the lamb. That's all you're gonna do, and nobody can do it with you. With that, definitely at time. You got anything you want to know for us?
And all I can say is, man, keep the commandments of the Lord. Passover is coming up. Pay your tithes. Pay your Passover fees.
Right.
Get everything ready to serve the Lord. And that's all I got to say.
All right, with that, going into class. Shalom. In the screen.